What up? We back. Let's just get started. Trying to remember what it is I need to do. I remember there's something we have to do to actually go inside.
It seems.
Indeed.
So once again, been a while. It's August 16th now. Sure, let's just go in.
Okay.
I don't really remember. I know there's something we have to do outside, but I'm trying to remember what that is. Big spinning Bakugan is very fun. I have a big one too. It just doesn't spin.
Whoa.
Imagine this place being air conditioned. It's now 10:02 p.m. So it's been a while since I last played. It wasn't because my sister's boyfriend was coming over for the past few days. Woke your dad from his nap and wasn't very happy.
What to do?
Is that the start of his supervillain origin story? Anyways. But before I get into what's been going on the past few days, so let me just tell you, last time I mentioned how there was a big ass spider in my basement that was a top contender for, and probably the biggest centipede I have seen yet. Well, last time,
I can feel it.
well, after ending last time, I went to my bathroom and I saw another big ass centipede in my bathtub. Again! This is not the first time I've seen a centipede just trapped in my bathtub.
This is amazing.
Somehow it got there, and it can't get out. And let me tell you, this one was huge as well. I can't really do a fair comparison to if it's bigger than the first one, the one in my basement. But it's like, is there no place sacred anymore? Not even my bathtub is safe from centipedes. Unfortunately, this one I had to deal with myself. You know, I had to capture it and I had to release it. So because there was no way this thing was just gonna crawl into the jar I use.
Hey.
So what I did was I went and got a bigger container.
It's beautiful.
Do you
And
think
by
so?
what I mean by that is this time I got a trash can. You know those really small plastic trash cans you get for like $1 at the dollar store?
Hey, is this?
I'll finish after.
That's Futaba's shadow. It isn't the real her.
Oh yeah, you've seen her face. True, this one's kind of dressed like a queen.
So you're Futaba Sakura.
Hey, where's the treasure?
It's doubtful that you wouldn't know where it is.
Hey, say something.
Don't be like that! I'm sorry, Futaba-chan. It's okay. There's no need to be scared. So, can you tell us where your most treasured possession is?
This is going nowhere.
Let's just leave her.
Will you guys shut up for a bit?
Those who plunder my tomb, why have you come?
She talked, but
Oh my god.
What are you saying?
This
You
song
want us to steal
again?
it, right?
This song always
If you believe you
plays.
can steal it,
Let's
then
see if,
try as you might.
once again, I talk over it. It doesn't get
It's rather
claimed.
defiant sounding.
We'll see. We'll
Perhaps
see.
this is that tsundere thing, where someone is
Tsundere.
harsh or sweet depending on the mood.
I really wish there was a
Considering the state
mode
that
to
my
mute the
palace is
music
in,
and not the actual voice
There is no
acting.
way that you can steal it.
Child, you killed her. You're a plague.
I swear to
these
God, watch
voices?
there will be a claim on this and this part be muted after.
Murderer?
God damn it, I hate the song!
One who killed her.
This is horrible.
The hell is
I just
this?
have to think of making background noise.
Your fault.
Making noise, making noise, making
That's
more
right.
noise. Noise. All I need is noise, especially at this part of the song.
What?
Noise.
I am the
Random
one who
bullshit.
killed my mother.
There we go.
What was that?
My mother exists here. I will remain here. I will do so until I die.
She just did the peace out fade.
Our clothes.
She sees us as a threat now. What's going on?
This again.
Is this song about to play again? I had a feeling it was about to. Because I feel it just matches with this moment.
That's right. I killed Mom. I don't deserve to be alive. This place is a tomb. I'll die here.
Can we move on, please? Please, move on. Move on. Look at this mess in her room, too.
No! Someone help me!
Okay.
Damn it! What the hell?
This is bad. I'm having a hard time getting a grasp of our situation. We should regroup and...
What now?
Oh crap! Bad! Run!
Look at the way these guys run. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet in this game? I haven't gone to the actual gym and actually showed off Joker's hilarious running animation.
Wait!
But yeah, the centipede that was in my bathtub, I grabbed one of those really small $1 valued trash cans. I set it on the side, trying to maybe like use a stick and like divert it to crawling in. Thankfully, it had no problem crawling inside. So once it crawled inside, I like put the put the trash can back onto its, back to standing up.
You're right.
Like I set it on the side so it could crawl in. And then, because you know, there was no way I could seal the top of the trash can, I had to like tilt the can and pour it into my jar. Which thankfully I did. So there it was, the centipede was sealed up in my jar.
Medjed is set for the alleged cleanse is 8/21. The day is fast approaching.
And
The
brought it
Phantom
outside.
Thieves, whom they singled out, have not made any notable actions at this time.
To your
Will
knowledge.
Medjed carry out their cyber terrorism?
In order to stop them, we need to help Futaba Sakura before the 21st. Our deadline is about 2 days prior, so the 19th.
That's plenty of
Meeting up in
time.
Shibuya, then coming here is a pain, right? Let's make this place our hideout for a while.
Is everyone fine with this place being our next hideout then?
We must take care not to be discovered by Boss.
There's no telling what may happen inside that pyramid. We all need to be cautious so that place doesn't become our graveyard.
Man, this is gonna be one crazy summer vacation. We're dealing with international hackers and looking for a treasure in a pyramid.
How can you be enjoying this? This is a crisis of whether or not our group continues on, you know?
I know that.
That reminds me. While we were in the Mona car, you were staring at me with a dirty look, you perv.
Can you blame him?
Shut up. It was a great view.
A great view
You guys
indeed.
were looking too, am I right?
Indeed. The pyramid's golden ratio was
Oh, of
truly
course,
a
Yusuke.
sight to behold.
That ain't what I'm talking about.
I wasn't staring Lady On. I'm a gentleman after all.
It's not that you weren't, but that you couldn't since you were transformed, am I right?
Will we be alright like this?
Not again!
Again? This freaking song. That is creepy though. Will this song ever stop playing? God damn it. Really? You had to play that for just that brief moment? That was necessary? So anyways, I brought the centipede to several neighbors down. I brought it to their lawn. I wasn't about to just put it in my front yard. Why? Because if it by chance found its way back inside a house, it wouldn't be back into my house. I'm checking on your progress. How much longer will it take? We just started. You're gonna have to wait. You know what? I actually released the centipede underneath the street light. That way I can see it crawl away. I released it right on the lawn. But the damn little thing, I released it, you know, a good distance onto the grass. But I just stood there and watched as it crawled its way to the sidewalk, to the actual pavement. I'm just like, you little douchebag. Well, I spared your life. I freed you. You are outside now instead of being, you know, smushed and flushed away. Whatever happened next is on you. Goodbye. And I just left it there. But yeah, so that's what happened a couple days ago. So what have I been up to the past few days? Well, like I said, I wasn't held back from playing anything because my sister's boyfriend was over. It was actually because I had some very last, well, not last minute, last school work to get done.
The sight of her palace bothers me too. We have to do this.
I had some... Was it frozen there? Like, what took so long? I had some last bit of schoolwork to get done. You guys remember how I've been saying I have this logbook to finish and then hand in? Well, that's what I was doing. I was finishing it up. The last bit of things I had to write in it. Well, technically it is Alibaba, but he's like, who's that? So I was finishing up my logbook, the book I had to write in, and then I was finishing up some of the online stuff I had to do for the course. And yesterday from me playing this, I went in to my hellhole of a school. I went in person and I handed in my book. And with that being done, that essentially means I'm finished with this program. The program I'm taking in college, that essentially means I'm finished. I now completed every class in the program. I'm basically on my way to graduate from college. But that's the thing with this program of mine. It just doesn't end. Just because I finished all the courses.
Is that Alibaba proving what she said earlier? Talk about a crazy thing to pull off.
Congrats, thank you. But once again, that does not mean I'm done. Just because I'm done, don't mean I'm done. Let me explain why.
Hey.
So my stupid ass program, which I hate with a passion. Yeah, I may be done all the classes, you know? I may be finished every semester there is.
Hey.
All the classes, all the assignments, everything. I may be done everything, but...
Okay.
So, It's August now. Next month, I still have one more thing to go into school for.
Now then.
If we want Futaba's help, we're gonna have to steal her treasure by the day before the deadline. 18th and 19th. Mission started. I just imagined like a Japanese voice saying that. Wait, what was that? Oh, now we get this? Oh yeah, ooh, 5 messages. Next month, I have a CPR class to do. It's only one class, it's only one day. I mentioned this before. Next month, I have one CPR class to take because in order to graduate, I need to have I guess, a certification of CPR. So next month, I have to go in for one single class. One single class that goes from, I believe, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's just one day. I just have to endure one day. Ryuji's 9. Let me just go and finish up with Ryuji. Why not? Ryuji's at the arcade.
Hey. You think?
Yeah, we have plenty of time. So not only is there that, I still have the CPR thing to do, but also in October, at least it should be October,
Wanna get going?
I have one final government level exam to do.
This is a perfect way to refill after some training. By the way, the track team's up and running again. Yamauchi got taken down pretty quick. You know Takeishi's mom is the PTA press, right? He told her everything. After that, she came storming in with the other parents and forbid the whole scouting plan. Oh, wish I could have seen the look on Yamauchi's face. I mean, the school can't ignore the PTA. And as a result, the track team's back. Our old coach is filling in for now. Man, it serves that dick right. What a great feeling. I think they might even go far in the meet. Hell yeah!
You just gotta love
Oh,
Sunset
crap, the ramen's
Bridge.
gonna get soggy. Let's eat. Woo! That was awesome.
Did they bring in the voice actors to do slurping
Tell the
sounds like they
truth,
did for Captain
I'm
Falcon?
scared of facing those guys straight up. I couldn't stand how much they hated me. It only just made me think of how stupid I was. Most of all, it made me remember how I lost my place with him. Hey, this ain't like me, but I managed to change because you were here helping me. I got you all wrapped up in this shit, but you stayed with me till the bitter end. You didn't abandon me, so thanks, man. It's funny, huh? This started out as us training for the Phantom Thieves. How'd it end up like this? Either way, it's my turn now. If anything comes up, you tell me. I'll help you with whatever you need.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened
I'll just let
to
this
the
play out this
ultimate
one
secret
time.
of the chariot, granting thee infinite power.
Ten.
All right. All right. My new power! All right. All right, now I have that off my chest. Let's do this. First up, the Phantom Thieves.
Alright,
I'll be
say that
counting on
louder,
you,
why
leader,
don't you?
And you can count on me too. Hey, now that we're all fueled up, want to race to the station?
That's a bad idea. Evade wind. Ooh. Does not stack. What can I get rid of for this? I can get rid of one of these. I don't need this many. Medium physical to 1. Light physical to all. Light physical damage to all foes 1 to 3 times. To all foes 1 to 3 times. Or just to all with low chance to forget. I think I'll get rid of this. But yeah, I still have one more overall exam to take in October.
You're back.
You guys know how at the end of a class, there's a final exam testing everything that was taught? Well, I basically have a final exam for everything taught in the entire program. And because of this, I may have to go back into schools for a couple of refresher courses, just a reminder of how to, you know, calculate the formulas, what to do in the lab classes, the procedures, all that bullshit. So just because I'm done doesn't mean I'm done. This fucking course this fucking program I'm in. And you know what? It doesn't even mean I'm quote-unquote done either. Like I said, I handed in my book, but, you know, that doesn't guarantee I did everything correctly. I still have to... I have to hold my breath on the chance, like, my professor looks over it, and she tells me, you did this wrong, this is unacceptable, you have to redo it all. There is that chance. Because like I said before, my school and all the games they be playing, they expect you to not be human, you know? It has to be neat and tidy, all written in pen, no mistakes, no whiteout allowed. So it's like if I make a mistake, and you want it to be neat, then I will use whiteout to make it neater instead of crossing it out, because you want it to be neat. But no whiteout allowed, and everything has to be written in pen, so essentially just telling us, do it perfectly. One attempt, one try, all has to be perfect. And if not, you fail! Sick and tired of my school's games. Also, keep in mind, this is the CPR class that before just straight up stole 25 bucks from me. Because, you know, waitlist. Wait, she was devil, right? Do I have one? Yes! Hello? There we go.
Hey! Then take a seat.
Because in my book, I did make a couple mistakes here and there, so I did have to use some whiteout. It's like, well, you don't like me using whiteout? Too bad. By your own words, you wanted it to be neat. And if I, you know, used a pen to cross out my mistakes, that would have been less neat. So I gave you what you wanted. And you know what else? This big final government level exam I have to take. Not only do I have to technically, well not technically, but kinda spend the night. Cause it's not being held in my local area. I have to go quite far. You know, let's just assume, say it starts at like 10 in the morning. You know, and given how far it is, maybe it's like a 4 to 5 hour drive from where I'm at. You know, I can't exactly just start driving at like midnight. So I would have to go maybe a day or two ahead. You know, check into my hotel, get settled in. And also, like, assuming that the place I'm going to be taking the exam is walking distance from my hotel. I also have to, you know, scout out the area, check out where it is from my hotel. Because, you know, I can't just go looking for where my exam is being held like an hour before it's about to start, and I haven't even actually seen where it's actually being held. So I have to go and see where it is first. That way I can prepare.
Hey.
What am I doing? Oh, Yusuke, that's right. Ryuji's max. I can go with Makoto. And that's about it. I'm gonna save.
Hi.
I would like to read with you. Oh my god. Yusuke it is, since he's already here. This is not how I would spend my summer with my friends. You come over and you bring me a book to read? Bruh, you out of luck. You can read on your own. I'm gonna go play some video games. At least my man is willing to read with him. But yeah. So my exam, my last government level overall exam.
I see.
You know, I'm only assuming that I would have to check into a hotel that's near where my exam is. It could be like a convention center, something like that, I was told. I don't know. I'll have to look into the details as, well, more details come out. And you know what? I don't really care if I fail the exam. Hear me out, okay? I have 3 chances to pass this. And I can only take it once a year. So after the 3 chances, if I don't pass after 3 chances, I think I have to like write an essay on why I haven't been able to pass. Something like that. Like, that's all fine and dandy to me. I'm more than willing to wait a year to retake. I'm more than willing to do that. The biggest issue for that is the $1,500 I have to repay to take it. You thought this exam was free? Hell nah. I suppose you don't. I don't suppose you have other plans after this. Want some food?
My apologies.
My stomach is nigh bottomless. Worry not, I shall help myself to seconds. You know, actually, it was forecasted that it was going to thunderstorm tonight when I'm playing this right now. But I guess not. It was actually really dark and cloudy. Like, it was turning really cloudy at work today, halfway through the day. Like, it looked like it was about to rain, but then it didn't. And then the clouds just went away. But yeah, I'm more than willing to wait a year to retake my exam. It's just the $1,500 I have to repay. You know, $1,500 is a lot of money. You know, I can't wait. Let's see it. Follow as Sojiro taught you. I can't wait to... Let's see how many people get this reference.
Is this...
You know, if I do fail it, and my family is like, why did you fail? Or how could you fail that? It cost us $1,500. And I'm just like, $5,100 just to retake it? The second boss of LeBlanc. Look at Morgana back there. Yeah, Morgana just chilling back there. About the complicated workings of a bowl of curry.
Let us part ways here.
Torrential, I guess. How do I pronounce that? Someone's popular. He just can't go to sleep. I'm gonna hang out at your place tomorrow during the day. Man, I'm just trying to see a day where there's nothing I have to do, no one I can hang with, and then I go into the palace. You know, Futaba wants us to steal her heart fast. And here we are, just chilling, hanging out, making some curry. You know, the priorities. Unfortunately, I don't really need to hang with Ryuji, because I already got him maxed out. You know, I was actually thinking the other day about just how many more characters I have to confidant. Like, I want to max them all out this time, I really do. But given how many more characters we have left to meet in the game, and given how, you know, not counting the twins, we only maxed out one so far, it's kind of overwhelming to think, wow, we are nowhere done. Can I actually make it, though? Can I actually make it to the end of the game and actually having maxed out everyone? Yo, Ryuji, you kind of out of luck. Yo, my boy, Ryuji, you out of luck. You know, it's always, you know, bros before hoes, but I already got you maxed out.
Yo.
Wait. Sorry to bother you while you're enjoying your after meal. What he's just say? After meal coffee. There we go. But I'm gonna open up shop soon. You'll either need to go upstairs or get out of here.
Hey, hey!
Who was that chat from? You could have the day off today. Why don't we go somewhere? Yeah, Ryuji, you straight out of luck. You can chill with Sojiro here. More? What are you doing? I'm about to go chill with someone. How much longer are you gonna make me wait? As long as we say so. Trying our best here. Oh yeah, cooking up some curry for our boy Yusuke. Trying our best here. Yeah, Yusuke's got it, right? Yeah. Yeah, report us then. Who's gonna help you then?
Alibaba doesn't know what's happening, so I'm sure she's getting anxious. We'll just have to try and appease her for a while.
I'm positive she could listen in on us making curry.
Hey,
And then me and Yusuke having a chat about the fine inner mechanisms of a bowl of curry.
Hey.
Bro, I have 100k channel points. When you adding something? Oh, right. I don't know. You already saw what I saw. You know where I'm going with this. Yo, my boy Ryuji. Yeah, peace out, brother. I already got you maxed out, so you just chill here. What was she again? Wasn't she Faith? Yeah. I do have that.
Hello.
Oh, I saw this video today on Twitter. I'm not gonna say the context, like what the caption was. But it was basically this guy making, you know, such a big brain move, really preaching some big brain stuff, you know. He was saying something along the lines of, whenever I feel dehydrated, I drink water. So when I do that, I just chug down the whole bottle of water. I drink water because I'm dehydrated. I'm dehydrated because I need to drink water, something like that. He was saying something like that. It's like, wow.
Oh yeah.
You blew my mind. You drink water because you're dehydrated? And you're dehydrated because you need to drink water? Oh my god, I've never thought about that before. This guy is the new I can't think of a name of anyone
Let's
smart.
go. Senpai?
What am I supposed to do for channel points anyways? And I figured something out. It's this. This being... making bento?
Yes.
I don't even know what channel points are meant to do. Since I wanted to thank you, I made you bento.
So anyway,
My first time cooking for someone else besides my family. And that's why I'd rather not cook for anyone besides my family. Because, you know, if they hate it, well, that just sucks. That just crushes your spirit. And if they get sick from it, well, that... we don't need to get into how bad that can be. Of course, when I have guests for dinner, me and my mom cook for them, but it's like, you know, I have someone else looking over. You know, if I was alone and I had to cook up an entire dinner for a group of people, yo, the pressure's on right there. If you mess something up, yo, that's on you. But yeah, I'm really thinking, like, can I actually max out every confidant in this game before it ends?
this looks good.
What is that? Is that all for you? I'll need every last grain of rice. You know, a friend of mine told me something stupid a while ago that I never heard of. I swear, I never heard of this before. I don't even remember exactly how it goes, but I think it's something along the lines of, you know, like, we Asians, we eat a bowl of rice like every goddamn day. Yeah, I'm sick of it. But what he told me was, if you don't clean your bowl, if you leave pieces of rice there that are not eaten, then you won't get married, you won't find someone. It's a familiar flavor, but it doesn't match the food. I keep trying different parts, but it all tastes like the same thing. Something very familiar. You okay? Your eyes are glazing over. It's great! Don't say it like that, fool! You know, you want to encourage her. Be like, it's actually fantastic! It's great! Not, it's great. Ooh, I don't really like any of these. I guess I would go with this. I don't think it's that weird for an athlete. Heavy seasoning would probably be bad for you, so I went easy on it. Was it too light? Excuse me. The flavor... Yep. Yeah, that's the flavor I was going for. I was trying to decide how to season these. I'm trying to lean in and see what she even made. So I decided to go for the maximum curry flavoring. Maybe you prefer the super spicy ones. No, certainly not that one. Dessert, don't, stupid, not exactly.
I'm so sorry.
I'll go get some kind of condiment to change the flavor. Once I fix it, I'm sure you'll enjoy it more. And see, that's why I'd rather not cook for someone. Should I get mayonnaise, soy sauce, maybe miso? Do you think Dr. Maruki will have some salt? Wait, we're at school? I thought we were at some sort of public food court. You're going to get it now? Calm down. It's good. Calm down, I'll eat it. I'm enjoying this. I feel like her cooking would be a problem for me, cause, you know.
Thank you for the meal.
Okay, I put black pepper on everything. Like, I love the taste of black pepper. You know, every time I you know, eat something, I just have to crack some black pepper on top. Like, I put that shit on everything. Kind of like the Frank's Red Hot. I put that shit on everything. To the point my family's like, yo, chill with the black pepper. I thought it was so great when I presented to you, and now, just keep at it.
Yes.
Something like 20k channel points, tell a story, as if I don't tell you guys enough stories. But yeah, I put black pepper on top of everything. I cook with it, I garnish with it, I just, you know, every bite I take, I put a little bit on. Like, I put that on everything, to the point, like, I'm the only one who just straight up eats all the black pepper we have. Like, the other night, maybe it was last night. I think it was last night. My family made some honey garlic pork chops. You know, we had it brining for a little while, like the entire day, and like a brine of salt, sugar, peppercorn, and bay leaves. We had some pork chops brining. And then I was thinking, like, what kind of flavor would I want to, you know, just cook this up with?
All right.
And I remembered my mom just bought some minced garlic. She thought it was interesting, so she bought it. It's literally just a container, like a small jar of minced garlic. It was like $1.50. So I was thinking, you know what? We have minced garlic. we have honey. Why not make some honey garlic pork chops? And then after that, you know, after it was all cooked up, when it was on my when I was about to eat it, I just cracked some black pepper on top, all the time. Yeah, I saw the ideas you gave.
Maybe some other time.
So yeah, I put black pepper on everything.
Ah, you're back.
You know, sometimes I put out my eggs for breakfast, but sometimes I'm just like, you know what, I just want to taste the egg flavor and not have it, you know, masked by anything else. Just a bit of salt in the eggs and just, you know, really taste that egg flavor and not have it be egg and black pepper. Yo, what's good, Mashima? Alright, peace.
It's neat for sure.
Oh, honey.
Hey!
Well then.
Alright, so I got one more topic I want to talk about, but before that, let me tell you guys, oh, right, I was supposed to say this. I was wrong last time about the whole Pokemon Go Community Day experience thing. I guess I was the one who misinterpreted it. Like, it's not ×2 on top of ×2. So, meaning ×4, and if you put a lucky egg on, it was ×8. No, it was only ×2. And then you put a lucky egg on, it was ×4. So it wasn't as high as I said it last time, but it's like, well, who cares? It's in the past now. I don't think anyone really took what I said as advice. But speaking of which, let me tell you guys how many shiny Pokemon I've gotten today alone. I don't remember. Did I get 5 or 6 today? Let me double check. Because early in the morning, when I woke up, I was just playing, you know, getting ready for work. And just like that, I got 3 shiny Pokemon even before leaving to go to work. So let's see, today I first got a shiny Ponyta, and then I got a shiny Goomy, then I got a shiny Glalie, all in Legends Arceus. And then on my way, I almost said on my way home, on my way to work from home, I was in the car, you know, I'm not the one driving, so I had Pokemon Go open, I used the daily incense, and I got a shiny Venipede. And then, later on in the day, I got another shiny Ponyta. And then, I got a shiny Kadabra. So today, alone, I got, what is that? 6 shinies. Yeah, 6 shiny Pokemon in one day. I also want to mention, too, last time I played this game, right as I turned off, right as I stopped playing this, and I went to open my Switch, I got a full odds shiny Beautifly just pop up. Literally right when I ended this and I opened my game, one popped up. And then after that, and then shortly after that, I got another shiny Skorupi. August 13th, I got a shiny Piplup, again. Another shiny Piplup in Legends Arceus. And then I got a totally, totally normal Elekid, you know, because the shiny is so noticeable. And then I got a shiny Prinplup, of all things. Wait, this is the 14th. I got a shiny Piplup on the 13th. 14th, I got a shiny Elekid, Prinplup. And then on the 15th, so yesterday, I got a shiny Magby, shiny Electabuzz. And this one, I was really happy with. I got a shiny Rapidash. This was one I really wanted in this game. Because normally, shiny Rapidash looks more like gray. But in Legends Arceus, it's got a hint of purple to it. So I wanted this one. And just like the Electrode I got a fully evolved shiny just pop up. You know, playing through the story of Legends Arceus sucks. But just straight up shiny hunting in the game is way more fun. Look at how many shinies I was able to get without the shiny charm. Like, I ain't about to get all the Pokédex pages to level 10 to get no stinking shiny charm. That ain't worth it. I ain't doing all that. So I got 6 shinies today. What a roll. You know, it kind of sucks that most of them are duplicates. In fact, the only shiny that was brand new I got today was a Kadabra. I don't remember. Do I have another shiny Venipede in Pokemon Go? I remember getting a shiny Venipede somewhere else. I don't remember if it was also Pokemon Go. Let's take a look here. Nope, I only have the one shiny Venipede in Pokemon Go.
All right.
I also found out that Hard Arizona exists. Hard Arizona is a thing. It has like 5% alcohol in it with premium vodka.
Well then.
I ain't drinking that. You know, with how much Arizona I drink, yeah, I'll definitely get wasted if I drink that. Even on 5%. You know, you just have to imagine how much I would drink with 5% for me to get wasted. Completely wasted. That's how much Arizona I drink. So here's a little something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now. I want to talk a bit about Attack on Titan. Now let me just give you guys a little bit of context here. So currently me playing this is before part 3 of season 4 came out. So we're still in the gap, the waiting time between parts 2 and 3. So part 3 has not come out yet. So I saw a video recently by, hold on, let me just make sure I got the name right. Yeah, Turtle Quirk. Turtle Quirk made a video. As of me playing this, I see it says it was made 3 weeks ago. He made a video on, you know, the potential, the possibility that the Attack on Titan anime will have an anime original ending. and how, you know, the many different timelines in the manga are canon because it's an Attack on Titan multiverse. And then he laid out this theory on how it could end and how it could differ from the manga. And also, like, but yeah, that's about it. I've been rewatching a lot of Attack on Titan clips lately. I believe, this is how I feel. I believe Attack on Titan is one of the best stories ever told. It is just such an incredible story. Where's Akechi at? Hold on. Where is Akechi? Would you like to join me at the aquarium? That's a new place. But that's just a chill with him. We want to actually rank up with him. We still have 23. That's 3 weeks. We have plenty of time. Akechi, what's good? But yeah, in Turtle Quirk's video, I'll actually link it down below. In Turtle Quirk's video, he laid out a theory that heavily, you know, revolved around Historia's baby. Oh, I gotta click. Not click, but I gotta push the button. Now, as of this moment, and I'm sure a lot of people out there also, I don't know who the father is to Historia's baby. I believe it's Eren. I do believe Eren is the father to Historia's baby. That's just me. That's just what I think.
That sounds lovely.
Can you guys imagine this, though? Imagine this. Can you imagine how aggressive Eren fucks? Just imagine that. Imagine how aggressive this man does the mating. Just imagine that.
Huh?
I thought I recognized those glasses. Look who it is. I just saw you last night. And I can totally imagine Eren, you know, impregnating her. Not because of any other reason, but, you know, not because of attraction or, you know, for fun. For the sole purpose of, we need to have this done. Like, I can't even imagine Eren smiling and enjoying it when going through that. I imagine him just stone face, maybe a couple grunts here and there. Like, just imagine that. Imagine how aggressive Eren has to be to go through that, to actually do that. But yeah, I do believe Eren is the father. That's just me. Watch me be completely wrong, though. Watch part 3 comes out, or if it already came out for you, let me know. Let me know in the comments how wrong I am. I kind of find it hard to imagine. If Eren's not the father and it's some other guy, what, did he just, like, smash and dash? Like, what would be the reason for the father not being there? And yes, my dogs are going crazy. Like, if it was Eren, it would make sense why the father's not around, because Eren's out there causing mass genocide. Well, before that, Eren, you know, went over to Liberio. Wait, is it? No, Marley, not Liberio. Eren went over to Marley, caused the attack, all that stuff, and then the fight got brought over to Paradise. But yeah, it makes sense if Eren was the father, why the father wouldn't be around. But if it was some other guy, what, did the father die? Did he just, you know, like I said, smash and dash, he just hit and just left? Was some guy just paid to impregnate her and then just, you know, was like, don't ever speak of this again? I find that hard to believe, so I do believe it's Eren. I do believe Eren's the father.
There's still no response from the Phantom Thieves to Medjed. What do you make of this?
Most likely, the Phantom Thieves simply don't have the means of confronting them. After all, Medjed is quite different from anyone they've gone up against thus far. It seems their best option is to reveal their identities before more people are needlessly harmed.
I refuse.
Really hit us where it hurts. We're going to beat them, though.
So what is there for me to do? Kawakami? Hifumi? No. Oyaza? This is Becky. I'm beat. No, but don't I have to do her thing in Mementos before I can go continue with her? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it's getting the spotlight today.
Oh no, rain?
Actually, you know what? Since I'm already here. Was it here? Where do I get it?
Welcome.
No, where do I get it again? Where do I get the plant food again? Probably where the flower shop is, dummy.
Welcome.
Mini cactus, I'll just... How many of these? Okay, I can buy multiple of these. So thanks for buying me out, kid.
Oh, honey.
Ugh, I'm drenched.
What do you guys think of Attack on Titan? Because I love it. You know, at first I was kind of iffy on the art style change going into season 4, but I've kind of grown to like it more than the first 3 seasons.
Well then.
Like, I'm just used to it now. So going back and watching the first 3 seasons, it's like, wow, this looks way different. I'm not used to it anymore. Even though technically we have had season 4 a lot shorter than the first 3 seasons. There was also a joke going around when when part 3 of season 4 got announced. It's like, do they know what final season means? And you technically could. In a way, you technically could just say season 4 part 1 is season 4. Part 2 is season 5. Part 3 is season 6. In a way, you could just say that. I mean, yeah, all of season 4, all 3 parts, unless there's going to be a 4th, all 3 parts are telling one big story. But it's separated into 3 different sections. So those could be seasons in of themselves. You know what I thought was the case before I actually saw how it played out in the show? Now, I got Eren's founding Titan, the giant skeleton Titan, spoiled for me because I looked up a video on the size comparisons. So it was in that video I got spoiled. Like Aaron's gonna have a giant fish bones looking Titan. Initially, what I thought was Aaron has to have all 9 Titans to turn into that thing. That's what I thought. And then I thought that would also mean he would have to have Armin's Colossal Titan. And he's not gonna kill Armin. And if that was the case, if he really did need all 9 Titans, he would also have to have Reiner's armor, Annie's female. Well, he didn't really know Peak before that. Nor did he know Porco. But regardless, that's what I thought. I thought he needed to have all 9 Titans to actually turn into that thing. You know, up until Season 4, I completely forgot Aaron had the Founding Titan. I thought he was just the Attack Titan. I completely forgot about that. Like, anytime it was mentioned in the show, it just flew over my head. I just completely forgot. And I just didn't even notice, too. It wasn't until Season 4 I really got into the lore of it all. And I'm just like, wait a second. We now see 8 of them. What's the 9th? Is like the Founding. Oh yeah, we haven't seen that yet. And I got reminded, what are you talking about, dummy? Yeah, we have. Grisha took the Founding Titan and passed it down to Aaron. I'm just like, oh right. Right. You know, I actually have a friend of mine who we convinced, one other friend of mine, we convinced this one friend to watch Attack on Titan. And as of this moment, I think he's only finished Season 1. You know, he's not much of an anime watcher. You know, he's more excited for Demon Slayer than he is Attack on Titan. This may piss some people off, but as of this moment, as of me playing this right now, I have not seen Demon Slayer. It's definitely on my list of things to watch, given how popular it is. But you know, it's just I have to figure out when I'm going to start. I have one other anime lined up to be the next thing I watch. And then after I finish watching that, I don't really have anything else planned. So maybe Demon Slayer will be next. Or something else will come up. What is this next anime that I plan to watch, you may ask? Well, I don't want to say it out loud. Even though it doesn't matter if I do or not. You know, I hinted towards it when I talked about Anime North. Like, I bought a poster of this character even before I watched the anime, and because I plan to watch the anime. I'm talking about Spy Family, or Spy X Family. I have not seen that yet, but that's definitely the next anime I plan to watch. When am I gonna start it? I don't know. But now that I don't really have much schoolwork anymore, I can just chill until, you know, things I actually have to do relating to school comes up. I got more free time, so I can technically watch whatever, whenever. Just binge it all in a day if I wanted to. How I only been on for just over an hour? It feels like I've been on for way longer. I'm seeing this thing that a friend of mine posted on our group chat. It's a yearbook quote. Good girls are found in every corner of the earth, but unfortunately, the earth is round. Yo, clap it up for my man right there. Why am I yawning? I napped before doing this.
All right.
I ate dinner earlier tonight, so I had like 2.5 hours before I was gonna start playing this, so I took a nap. My nap was only like an hour before I woke up, but still I did nap. You know, I don't drink coffee, but what my family does is every morning I don't know why my family, well, my dad buys coffee every morning, but the rest of my family, they just do the instant stuff, you know, the powder, and they just mix it. So they just give me a share. They give me like not even half a cup, like a third of a cup. A little sippy cup too, not a sippy cup. But yeah, they just give me a sip, so I drink that. And, you know, I didn't have that little swig of coffee today. You know, it's like, just, I don't drink coffee regularly. But just going one morning without that swig of coffee, and I'm already feeling it throughout the entire day. You know, no coffee on top of lack of sleep. And you get the picture. You know, not only have I been watching or rewatching a lot of Attack on Titan clips, I've also been rewatching a lot of Walking Dead clips. And that's actually something I forgot to mention too. So today, for me, is Tuesday. So 2 days ago, on Sunday, was the first episode of Tales of the Walking Dead. That's where I'm at. The first episode was only a few days ago for me. It was the one with Terry Crews and Olivia Munn. You know, Terry Crews, he plays a character called Joe. A lot of people are not liking the show so far. I thought it was okay. Then again, it's only episode 1.
Hey.
And before the show came out, a lot of people online, like some early reviews or whatever, they were saying like it's hard to get invested because Tales of the Walking Dead is an anthology series. So every episode is on something different. It's on different characters. So it's hard to get invested because you know you're not going to see these characters again. Unless they're really well received and they bring them back in the future, I guess. But that's very unlikely.
Thanks.
And I have some things I want to say about that first episode of Tales of the Walking Dead. But after this part, because this has a lot of voice acting. Oh shit! Oh my god, I remember what this is. Oh my god, I completely forgot about this.
Hey.
I'm amazed that she was even allowed back up here. Surely the school had to have seen her come into the school. Like they had to see she was doing well and she came back. And they still let her back on the roof even if there were fences built. Romance. That's right. I completely forgot this was happening now. You know, I saw An had one more rank, and I'm just thinking, yeah, let me just finish off with her. Finish finished ranking her up, and it's like, oh right, I forgot, I have the chance to romance her here.
Oh.
You know, I've also seen a lot of backlash on Tales of the Walking Dead. People saying, you know, it sucks. Like, a lot of people, you know, give the main Walking Dead show crap. Even my family, they say how boring the show is, all that stuff. A lot of my friends, when I tell them I still watch The Walking Dead, they're like, it's still on? That show is still going on? You know, The Walking Dead main show gets a lot of crap, but clearly they've never seen any of the spin-offs. Because, my god, are the spin-offs bad. You know, Walking Dead World Beyond, that wasn't amazing. You know, it was just eh. And Fear the Walking Dead, ooh, do we really have to get into that? The first 3 seasons were great. It was season 4 where it became an absolute dumpster fire. I'm sure you guys remember seasons 4 and 5. They added that gray filter on every episode to the point the show was almost in black and white. You know, season 6 actually wasn't that bad. I did enjoy season 6, but season 7 completely dipped. Well, not completely, but it did dip in quality. And Tales, well, only 1 episode's out so far as of me playing this. So we'll have to see. I am excited for episode 3. You know, the one with Alpha. And then there's that one episode with that dude from The Boys. I don't remember his name. I haven't seen The Boys yet either. Another show I have to watch. No, I thought this part would have voice acting. I guess not.
Hey.
Come on, who doesn't love Sunset Bridge? I should choose my words carefully. What do you think I'm gonna do here? Psych!
Oh. Huh?
I didn't hear you. Say it again?
What?
Dang, you will never hear someone say this in real life. At least I won't. I am now in a relationship with An. Once again, oh, that's not even rank 10. That's why.
All right.
Ah. What was my dumbass looking at then? There's no turning back now.
Wait!
Are you trying to kill me? You know, initially I was a little disappointed by the romance in this game. I thought there'd be a lot more you can do, not just, you know, the beach, Valentine's Day, Christmas, and that's about it. Like, I thought maybe you can hang out with them and actually go out to places, but nope, not really. Even if you do afterwards, it just plays out like normal, as if you're not even together. You know, I thought when you romance someone, you can actually go out to romantic settings. But I guess now I can finally unveil my plan. Not unveil. Damn, my voice. I'm yours forever. I can now unveil my plan for this game. I will try my best to do the harem this run. I will do what I can't do in real life, and I will get myself a bunch of bitches in video games. So hopefully I can max out everyone's confidant ranks this playthrough. And this time, I want to do the harem run. At least when I, you know, inevitably break all these girls' hearts, at least An can know she was the first.
Man, it's hot.
Hey, Sojiro, guess what? I got a girlfriend. I don't even mention that? Okay. Dang, none of them are up. I don't remember. Do I have to do something with Kawakami first? Well, since Hifumi, you texted me out of everyone, I'll go with you. Do I have her thing? She was Star. I do. Fantastic.
I look forward to it.
The park at night. In summer? Yo, you better get some mosquito repellent. Anyway, so I want to talk about Tales of the Walking Dead Episode 1. You know, when they first opened up with the character of Joe and his dog, you already knew the dog gonna die. Every dog that shows up in these, well, shows, The Walking Dead, they always die. The only dog in The Walking Dead that has plot armor is Daryl's dog, Dog.
Yes.
Man, it was sad too. Like, you knew it was coming. You knew the dog, I forget the dog's name. You knew the dog was going to die. And it's still sad. It still hits hard, at least for me. Oh man, you know how hard that hits for me too? Seeing Joe, you know, his dog like cuddle up with him in bed. I think I didn't get a good look. I think the dog peed the bed. And Joe was like, there's no shame in getting older. And then Joe had to carry his dog out.
Well then.
But unfortunately, you know, while the dog was trying to pee outside, so a bunch of walkers came and the dog got bit. Like, goddamn, like that's still sad. And then Joe in his little underground bunker, watching some football or whatever, he tries to pet beside him and there's nothing there. That's sad. That hits home for me. You have a favor to ask? Anything. Anything you need. But not really a gymnastics thing, but... Is this the glasses? Is this the glasses? Shop trip? Shopping trip? Shop trip?
Hmm?
You talking to your friends? Ah, the beauty of youth. Are you gonna head out once you're done eating? Yep.
Hey!
Is your plan all set for today? We should finish our food and then head out.
Hey!
Are you taking it easy this entire summer? Yes.
Okay.
What? No!
Hey.
No! We are disbanding today, or we are scattering, so I can go with Sumire.
Huh?
Normally I would go, but because I got a text from her, yeah, not today. You know, it's kind of like last time with Kaneshiro. The game just made us go, and it's like, oh, I guess I'll go in today. Yeah, not today. Not today. The game even has to remind you, like, you taking too long. You taking the chill path right now.
What did you
You gotta
say?
hurry up. You know how high the stakes are? But yeah, if you guys were in The Walking Dead, if you guys were in a zombie apocalypse, and you
I'm
prepared...
honestly surprised at the palace this time. Everywhere we looked was just desert.
Oh yeah. All the other ones until now have just been normal cities outside of the distortion
Maybe we can
itself.
find some rivers
Thanks to
in the
that, I
desert?
didn't even know we were in a palace our first time going into Kamoshida's.
That's still part of the palace, though. The city may not have been distorted, but it was cognition. The palace rulers may have been criminals, but they were social enough to know the city layout. But Futaba probably doesn't. In fact, I'd bet she isn't even interested in the outside world.
Hence why the whole thing is a bleak desert. Understandable, considering her lifestyle.
I doubt many famous criminals are shut-ins like her, though. Hopefully that means we won't have to go through all this desert business in the future.
That might not necessarily be the case. Many upper-class citizens travel by limo or plane, so they don't know or care about city life.
A plane? Man, that sounds pretty good. I mean, wouldn't you want to go to a palace way up above the clouds if you could?
If it's a palace, I guess.
I think a flying bank is quite enough, thanks.
I have to say, though, the topic of the area outside the distortion is fascinating. Depending on the criminal, there may be an exact replica of Tokyo within their palace. I would love to examine the aesthetics of such a strange place at least once.
Huh. You don't got a damn thing but art in that head of yours, huh?
But it's true that an observant criminal could have a true-to-reality city in their palace. Although even if such a place did exist, it's not like we'd have any use for it.
We can pillage in there. Okay, exit for now. In that case, I'm gonna go wander around for a bit. Drop me a line if something comes up. Oh, wow, it's still like that. Progress check-in. Like, if you guys were in the zombie apocalypse and you prepared like Joe, you had an underground bunker completely filled with rations and you can survive down there for a long time, wouldn't you just stay down there? Because I would. And yeah, I get it, he left for love. But at the end of the episode, I would have either gone back or just taken the underground bunker of that crazy bitch. She looked like she had it good. She had electricity, food, security systems. She had it good. Just take down her as a walker and you are set. What the hell wrong with you? Like, why would you leave that, fool? You looking to buy? See, this is where my field of expertise comes in. This is what I do for a living anyways. A lot of people don't get this. A lot of fools don't get this, but you know, the price for lens and frame are separate.
Thank you so much.
Like, I get so many people come in and ask me, you know, what's the price for this frame?
I think that's good.
And then I tell them the price, and I was like, is that lens included? It's like, no, dumbass. No, lenses are not included. I look so aloof in these. You know, what if I said, yes, lenses are included, and they hand me a prescription that is way high, like a really high prescription. It's like, okay, now I have to charge you for this. But you just said it comes with it. It's like, yeah, but you didn't show me this yet. Oh my god, can I get a discount? God, I have so many people come in. I keep on saying this, but I have so many people come in. I tell them the price, and it's like, can you do any better? No, motherfucker, I told you the price, didn't I? Did I stutter? Would you mind poking around with me for a bit longer? Sure, whatever. Yeah, sure, whatever. Whatever you want, whatever. Of course.
I'm counting on you.
Like today, I had this family come in, this couple with a, I don't know, maybe a 5-year-old kid, maybe. Oh my god, what are you even wearing? I can hardly see anything on your face. What was that? A rimless? Wow. But yeah, today this family came in. They wanted 2 pairs of sunglasses. Their total would have been like $580.
I knew it.
And they told me their budget was $550. I'm just like, I don't give a damn. I didn't say this out loud, but this is what I thought. I don't care. You can afford the $30.
This is...
And then, you know, we gave them options. Like, we can do $550 for either cash or debit. If you're going to use Visa or your credit card, we will charge you the $580. So they really tried to haggle down the price. You know, the mother was really trying to ask me, like, what's your best price with Visa? I'm just like, did I stutter? $580. Ultimately, they went with the $580 option. My god, I hate so much when people ask for discounts. It really is just in this line of field.
Then it's set.
You know, you really don't see people try to haggle down the price at, like, Walmart or the pharmacy for some prescription drugs. You really don't see that. Sure, something at, like, the flea market, maybe. Or at, like, conventions, like at Anime North, a friend of mine did haggle down the price of one of the figures. I expect compensation. Like, he haggled down the price from 200 to 190. I mean, hey, I guess it's better than nothing.
Well...
And like I said when I told that story, when I was at Anime North, the last thing on my mind was haggling down the price. I saw like $70, $80, $140 for sealed amiibos I don't have yet, and I'm just like, well, I can't afford that. I'm not about to spend $140 for a figurine, a plastic mold. Like, the last thing on my mind was trying to haggle down the price. I wonder if they ask for discounts at... Oh, wow. And to answer you, no, they don't. At least not from what I've heard. It's like $5. Why? Oh my god, I really did have someone ask me for a discount on $5 too. I did have that. I told the guy $5. He was like, $5? Here's a 2. Handed me a $2.
Senpai?
Bro, I ain't paying $11 for a figure, but $10, sure. Imagine if I did that too. It's like, 140 is a little much for an amiibo. Can you do any lower? 139, deal. Man, you know, of course I wish I had enough money to buy all the amiibos that day, but given my spending record, my record on how much I spend, I spent, let me think, $800 the last time I played this game.
Alright.
You know, the day on the last time I played this game? What the hell does that say? Something hook. I'm not gonna bother pronouncing that. Can now use something hook. Using your grappling hook will enable you to attack a shadow that is slightly further away than usual and start a preemptive battle. There's no hyphen between pre and emptive. When you start a battle with your something hook, your enemies will begin to fight inflicted with dizzy, confused, or fear. That is overpowered. There's really no hyphen between pre and emptive. Don't forget the hyphen between spider and man. I always forget that, honestly. What's up with the extra Smeargle Pokemon box? I have not opened those yet. I have 5 extra boxes of Pokemon cards from McDonald's I have not opened yet. Since I already collected all 15 cards and I'm not crazy this time to collect every holo,
alright,
I am just gonna go once a day to see what kind of box they have. Because now I'm just gonna see how many box designs I can get.
Now.
I saw one of the pieces of junk spinners inside was a red color. Ooh, I do kind of want that. Like I said in that video, I like the pinkish purple, the pink pull kind of color on the spinner had, but a red one, gimme. You already got every holo. None of them are holos. You know, it's kind of like how you pointed out to me when you watched that video of mine. I thought the Lediba card was a holo because it was in the first spot, and then afterwards, I looked around my cards like, where are the holo at? Where the holo Lediba at? Like, I got scammed out of a holo card. I can't believe in that video, I only got one Growlithe, and it was a holo. Like 60 cards. And I got 1 Growlithe. You know, my sister saw a picture of all the cards available, and she wanted me to get the Growlithe most of all. And wow, 1 Growlithe is what I pulled. Not all, not none. And you know what else? There's something else I've been meaning to mention, and I just keep on forgetting. So you guys know how I always preach on about how garbage my Chinese is? Because my Chinese is flat out garbage. But, you know, in a cruel twist of fate, my friends, their Chinese is even worse than mine. I'm just thinking, how was that possible? Like my garbage. My Chinese is not just garbage, it is flat out atrocious. It is damn near non-existent.
Man, it's hot.
Thanks for calling us out. Well, not you. You weren't there when I was hanging out with the other group of friends of ours. Where was I going with this? Let me give you an example. Say I understand about 5% of all the Chinese spoken to me. Well, my friends, they don't even understand 1%. I think it's fair enough to say they understand like 0.5% of everything that's said. Because, you know, when we hung out, we went out for dinner. The waiters and waitresses, they were talking to us in Chinese. I understood what they said, but my friends didn't. Nor did they know how to respond in Chinese. They just spoke in English and pointed to the menu like, I would like this, please. And then you hear the waiters and waitresses struggle because they don't really speak English. Because it was a Chinese cafe we ate at. What a cruel twist of fate. I guess given how, you know, I do speak Chinese quite often at work, given the clientele that comes in. And also, my family primarily speaks it. I don't, but they do. And given how my friends' families don't really speak it either, it's like, what a cruel twist of fate. My Chinese is better than all of theirs, and mine is already terrible. Remember, I can't read. I can't read in general. I can't read Chinese. I can't write it. I can hardly speak it, and I can barely understand it. Now imagine if I'm that bad. Imagine how my friends are. I know how to speak 0.1%, but understand like 25%. Like, there's a lot of times when people at work, like the clients or customers, they come in and they talk to me in Chinese, and I just barely understand what they say. This man was... what the hell was he? Yes, son. Do I have a son? I do not. To the Velvet Room. What am I doing? Velvet Room. Because your parents only speak Chinese. Yeah. What am I doing? Persona. Let me see what I can get rid of. Well, I don't need lovers anymore. I just need one more rank with on. So I can delete this. So now I can get a son.
Hey, inmate.
And you know what? Speaking of Chinese, speaking of Asian, I wanna throw this idea out there, and I hope to God it does not happen.
You certainly seem composed.
So you guys know how in media a lot of content we're getting now is completely bombarded with all this woke bullshit, this woke nonsense. I'm tired of it. I see a lot of people tired of it. But a lot of companies are going through with it. Now, okay, don't get offended by this, okay? This is just what I've seen and heard. But a lot of fictional characters who is normally white, I'm sure a lot of people have noticed, a lot of the characters have been have been being cast excuse me, have been being cast with actors of a different background.
This persona? This persona? You'll withdraw this. This is your
Like,
power.
there's been this move in content lately where, say, a white character gets
Are you
cast
finished?
with, like, a black actor or a Latina character.
It is
Latino or
time,
Latina. You know what I have not seen, though, regarding all this woke shit? What I have not seen yet, and I swear to God, I really don't want this to happen. I have yet to see a white character get cast with an Asian actor. And I tell you what, I do not want that to happen. I really, really do not want that to happen. As an Asian myself, I do not want to see that.
Everyone.
Do not, Warner Brothers, do not give me an Asian Superman. I swear to God, if you do that, I am done with you guys. I will not support the film. I will not buy a ticket to see it in theaters. I'll at least see it though, because I am a Superman fan. But I will not pay for it. I will torrent the hell out of it and watch it that way. You know, it's kind of funny how... I'm just pointing this out. It's kind of funny how, with all this woke shit going on, I have yet to see a white character get cast with an Asian actor. And I do not want to see that. I swear, I really do not want to see that.
Let's give it our best effort again today.
Like, if you're trying to appeal to my, I guess, background...
The most important thing is...
You're saying, like, hey, we're inclusive. We have an Asian actor now. It's like, none of us wanted this. I think it's safe to say that I can speak on behalf of who knows how many Asians out there. We did not want this. Nobody in the Asian community wanted an Asian Superman. I'm calling out Warner Brothers especially. Well, it's not just Warner Brothers. Every company does this now, but I'm calling out Warner Brothers especially because they still have the plans to go with that J.J. Abrams Black Superman. Like, they still have the plans to go forward with that regardless of all the backlash. They still have the plans to go through with that. It's like, I would have no problem with that if you were actually choosing one of the Black Superman characters. If you were doing a film on, say, Val Zod, I'd have no problem with it. But that's not what you're doing. You are making Clark Kent black. And I'm just like, why? Speech 100. Everyone is thinking, why are you making a black Clark Kent Superman film? Nobody wants that. President Superman? We have yet to see that as well. And there have been rumors and leaks going around saying, you know, the Black Superman film, it's not really written with the intent of, you know, diving deep into a black background. So you're basically just making a black Clark Kent for the sake of it. So you're going to race bend Clark Kent, and you're just not gonna touch on it at all. You're just gonna pretend like this is normal. You know, he's just black, and that's about it. It's like, that's kind of pointless. It really is. But Warner Brothers really seems like they are hell bent on moving forward with this project. It just infuriates me so much. Why not just do a film on an actual character who is a black Superman, and not just race bend the damn character? If you're going to if you're going to change the race of a superpower character, at least make a story about his... Okay, maybe you don't have to do that. At least make his story about his race. You don't have to do that part. You know, all this woke bullshit going on, one complaint one major complaint is that their identity is their entire story instead of just a person, a character. You know, their whole character their whole character is that they're trans or they're a person of color. It's like okay, but that's not what we're here for. We want a good story.
All right.
You know, we don't want inclusivity just shoved down our throats. Yes, inclusivity is important. You know, everyone is equal. But we already know that. We understand and accept that. We don't want it shoved down our throats. We want good stories. You guys want to know... You know what I've noticed? Going back and rewatching some old shows, old content. You guys want to know some old shows that had a diverse cast and it was not woke? You guys remember the Canadian cartoon 16, where it was literally 6 teens? You know, in that story, in that show, you had white characters, black characters, Hispanic characters, Asian characters, and guess what? It wasn't woke. What? They were just characters. You know, as a kid growing up and watching that show, I didn't really even notice that they were really ethnically different in background. I just saw characters. I mean, incorporated into the story, like if they grow up in a black neighborhood and how Superman ended up. Where is our Static show? Possibly on the cusp of being canceled, given how much is happening at Warner Brothers at the moment. I mean, Walking Dead has representation, but it's not exactly woke.
Well then,
you know, it's the apocalypse where every person's lives counts. You know, in Walking Dead, you have characters of all different skin colors and backgrounds. You have Aaron, who's gay. You had Tara, who was also gay. And it's like, okay, that wasn't woke. They were just there. They were characters in the show, and it wasn't woke. I just wish they made another show like the Static cartoon. I have not seen anything on Static. You know what? Battle Force 5 wasn't woke either. They had white, black, Hispanic, British, Asian, a diverse cast, and it wasn't woke. And you even had Canadian too. AJ was Canadian.
Hey.
Hey.
But yeah, this is... hold on, I gotta knock at the door. Ten out of 10 show, even Batman approves. Did you know they just made Batman gay in the comics? They really did. So what am I doing now? Oh right, I guess wait, did I take care of the doctor problem in Mementos? Did I do that yet? I don't even remember. What's good, brother? Again? Furthermore, this may be a good chance to deepen my bond with him.
Well
Whoops.
then.
I didn't mean to, you know,
Let's do it.
reject you that badly. I just wanted to save the game first. I don't think I can rank up in confidant boosts with this. It just says I can grow my bond. Because this isn't exactly a confidant ranking. You know what? I hung out with Yusuke last time. I'm gonna go up Makoto. Fush. You really don't have anything else to do in your spare time? You just stand outside the school, even in the rain? Wait, what was her confidant again? Wait, hold on. Priestess, do I have that? I do not. Makoto, I'll be right back. What? You know, all this woke talk I've been on about all came from the idea that I do not want to see a character be race bent and be cast with an Asian actor. I do not want to see that. You know, I do not want to see an Asian Peter Parker. Do not give me Peter Park, even though I know that's a guy on
Our master
YouTube.
admires the progress of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual. It's the gallows, used to strengthen persona abilities. Any further questions regarding this ritual can be directed toward our master himself. He's apparently gonna consider making even more rituals if your rehabilitation goes as planned. Work hard for it, inmate.
Let's see, for now I can get rid of oh yeah, I don't need Chariot anymore. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I can get rid of Chariot for now. I need a Priestess.
You certainly seem composed.
What about Captain America but Indian?
Justine, you handle this.
Well, I can't speak on behalf of that one.
Read here.
I have an Indian friend. I can ask him, like, what do you think if they did an Indian Captain America? One day they give us Captain India. You guys remember that gag on Family Guy? Captain Central America. I think I passed Priestess and I didn't even notice. Yeah, I definitely passed Priestess. There we go.
Is this what you want?
No. Yes.
You'll withdraw this for this is your power. Are you finished? What?
Alright, peace out.
It is time, inmate.
You know what else I find interesting regarding Marvel and all their content? All of their heroes, well, at least most of their heroes, are based in America. Do other countries and other places of the world not have heroes?
I see.
Like, yeah, Shang-Chi is Asian, but he doesn't reside in Asia. He resides in San Francisco.
Thank you.
I mean, Sokovia had Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, but then they moved to America.
Excuse me.
It's like, does Australia not have any superheroes? Does Europe not have any? Does Canada not have any? It's like all the heroes are in freaking America. I would love to explore different parts of the MCU. I mean, I guess we kind of did that with Miss Marvel. But still, she's in New Jersey. You know what I'm trying to say. Does nowhere else in the MCU have heroes but America. Well, yes, you can also say Shang-Chi came from China. Came from, well, no, where was it? Came from Asia. But that's not where, you know what I'm trying to say? They come from anywhere else but America. And the film takes place anywhere else but America.
I see.
Well, Black Widow, kinda. My man already has a girl now, but he has the mindset of, you know, getting with others. Or at least I do. Hey, don't say things that could be taken the wrong way. Wait a second. Hold on a second. I'm on Twitter right now, and I'm seeing this. What happened? What happened here? Jordan Elsas has left Superman and Lois after 2 seasons. The role of Jonathan Kent will be recast. What happened? Aw, man. It says he left for personal reasons. Which, yes, it's fine. If there's something going on in his life, then he should take care of that first. But damn it. Aw, man, I hate when characters get recast. God damn it. What if they remade Stuart Little, but as a hamster? What? What kind of stupid question is that? You know what? I'm actually amazed that they haven't rebooted Stuart Little yet. They're always bringing back, they're always reviving long gone shows. Or dead shows. I'm amazed they haven't touched Stuart Little yet. Unless they have, and I just didn't notice. Beep boop. You guys want a hot take? Something I feel like, well, just something I feel? What the hell was that song called again? Alright, here's my hot take. Blinding Lights by The Weeknd sounds like it could be in GTA Vice City. Just me? I feel like if I was playing Vice City, that song would play on the in-game radio. It just sounds like it would match. I also don't remember if this song is in the original Vice City, but Broken Wings by Mr. Mister. I feel like that is in Vice City. I just don't remember. It's been a long time since I played Vice City. Alright. God, I love that game too. But yeah, Blinding Lights really, to me, sounds like it would be in Vice City. Or at least it sounds like it matches. Ugh.
I'll see you later.
You know, I have to find a place to stop. I still have to actually find a spot where I can actually go into the palace. Because every day there's someone I can go and hang with.
Ah, you're back.
Hey, hey!
Who texted me? You're a natural. Why, thank you. So I can up Hifumi. I can't Oya just yet. Do I have to go to Mementos for her? If you haven't noticed, I haven't really been paying attention to what all the dialogue is. She was star. I did have a star, right? Yep.
Good evening.
You guys also want to know a little something that I find somewhat shocking that it hasn't happened yet. So, you guys know I've been rewatching some Walking Dead clips. Rewatched a few Season 1 clips. And the character of Merle, you know, he said a certain slur to T-Dog, a certain word beginning with N, and said it with a hard R at the end. You know, of course, Michael Rooker, he was playing a character saying that word. But I'm just amazed that, you know, cancel culture hasn't come after him for that, despite him, you know, doing that for a role. Not only that, I'm amazed that, you know, it was even allowed on TV. It was allowed for the script. You know, because cancel culture will go after anything. I'm amazed they haven't gone after Michael Rooker. Just because he said that for a role. And you know what? Andrew Lincoln, as Rick, he said the word too, repeating after Merle. So they both said it in the show. And it's like, I'm a little amazed cancel culture hasn't gone after them. Just because they said that for the show. Now, I hope me saying this doesn't spark cancel culture to, you know, enact. She must have been the Katsukuri, huh? I remember this line. I don't remember what the context is. There's also a curry restaurant just around the corner. I recommend their katsu curry. I always eat their katsu curry before an important match for good luck. Almond-eyed girl. Oh. Well then, yeah, she gives me a bad vibe then. She not good to you? She gets a bad vibe coming from me. What? Or rather, I get a bad vibe coming from her if she's not nice to you.
Oh.
I may end this soon, regardless of if I find a good spot or not.
I look forward to it.
All right.
Yay, back to more casual music.
Let's go. Until next time.
Oh yeah, Goku got added to Fortnite. Ain't that ridiculous? Are you still not done? I thought I told you, I'm not a patient person. That doesn't matter. Do you think I won't report you to the police? Well, do it then! Yeah, do it! Do it! You want me to report you to police, or worse, I tell Sojiro? Anyways, you know, you have to wait until I find a day where nobody wants to hang with me, and then I can go and change your heart.
She doesn't seem to understand our circumstances. This might be a problem.
Yeah, too many people want a piece of me. Aw, man, I can rank up either one of these two. I can max out on. Yeah, I'll just do it. I'll just max out on, and then I'll just call it for today.
Hey.
Hold on.
Yeah.
But before that, let me just double check, make sure there's no, like, secret Akechi I can hang with right now. Nope. Okay.
Hey.
Ooh, Morgana salty. You think Morgana knows I'm with her now? Morgana would be extra salty on that.
Hmm?
So I'll just let this play through, and then I'll just call it for tonight. My throat is kind of dying here. How much longer is this? You know, when you really think about it, if you were to just breeze through this game just to get all the chocolates, I don't think it would honestly take that long. But even the completionist wasn't able to do it. I mean, I'm just letting all this text play out on its own. There's the fast forward option. So you really just have to hang with people, like go choose the options to hang with people, and then you just fast forward through everything. Just pick the dialogue options. And then you really just have to, you know, do the palaces, and that's it.
Of course.
My god, how long is this? Well, I guess it would be a little longer if it was the last ranking for her. Yo, this is going on for so much longer than I thought. But it's okay, it's the last ranking. You know, it's not like my ears are dying from wearing headphones for over 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Hey.
You know, not like my ears are dying, but also my voice as well.
Wow, we got on here really quickly.
It's just the two of us. What's wrong?
Well... Back when I met Shiho, when she saved me, I realized that personal relationships are something to be treasured. That's why I'm not going to run away anymore. I'll face myself head on. This time, it's my turn to help someone. But I'm still kind of worried. Do you think you could help me? You can lean on me too, if you need it. I feel like we finally see each other eye to eye. I'm so glad I met you.
I don't need to let this play out again. Rank up, it should say rank max.
All right. All right.
Promise me that you'll stay by my side, okay?
I should be asking you that. I'll say it, why not?
Are you worried? Maybe it's more fitting for you to be chasing after me. Kidding. I wouldn't be able to handle that. To be honest, lately it's felt lonely just waiting for the next time I'll get to see you.
Thank you for enjoying our Ferris wheel experience. The gondola will arrive at the platform shortly.
Huh? It's over already? We went all the way around, but I didn't see any scenery. All I saw was you. Before we get off, should we at least do one thing, you know, that couples do?
Just one?
I'll leave it to you. Should I close my eyes?
And fade to black, because we cannot show that. Definitely want evade ice. Light fire to all. Medium fire to one. Both of these would be pretty good. High chance of sleep. Medium. Wait a second. Get rid of this then. High chance over medium, even if it is to all.
Ah, you're back.
Okay, I'm gonna save the game here.
I'll just add this.
I don't care if there's anything else I can do right now. I am way too tired. It's been 2.5 hours. That's more than enough. See you next time.